Hey, YouTube land, what is going on? Welcome back to the Road Glide Andy channel. And as promised, well, here you go. Here's your other view. Boom, right there, down there. See where you are? I don't know if that will be a thing and we can kind of switch back to the center camera like this right here. I don't know. We'll have to play with editing and all that stuff, which we're learning how to use DaVinci Resolve. And my edits, in my opinion, are supposed to be pretty simple, but Resolve is a learning curve. So I haven't had time to really, well, I won't say that I haven't had time to record stuff. Let's talk about that. Insta360 changed their studio and I wasn't able to use it. I couldn't figure that out and got annoyed with it, so I didn't record anything. And the stuff that I would try to record, the 360 was working, but the center was dead. So just been busy working, splitting, cutting firewood for the winter time. Haven't had a whole lot of time to really mess around with editing and stuff like that. However, I did email Insta360 and got the file for the old version of 360 Studio, which I was using. So now I am able to edit my 360 footage the way that I always have, which just makes it easier for me. And that's what I like, is easy and simplistic. I don't like the complicated stuff. I'm not trying to make movies or any of that stuff, just little videos and move some clips back and forth for you guys. That's all. Give you guys some different views. But I think the 360 camera mounted down there when we leave for our little camping weekend next week. If you guys see this video this week, next week we are leaving to go camping down at Cooper's Rock State Park, and then we are going that Saturday. We're leaving Friday. That Saturday we're going down to Seneca Rocks to hopefully ride horses to the top of Seneca Rocks, and then possibly even go to Smoke Hole Caverns and go through them. That is a bumpy one there, folks. But yeah, that's kind of what we have been up to. Like I said, haven't had a whole lot of time to play with and learn the editing curve with DaVinci Resolve. I was trying to work on learning DaVinci Resolve, and then Insta changed, so it just frustrated me, and I kind of didn't worry about it for a while. But I do have a lot of dicking around in the garage footage, which is pretty much already edited on the 360 Studio part, and all I have to do is put it in DaVinci and line my clips up and upload it to YouTube. So that makes that part easy. The garage stuff is really, really easy. It's not until, you know, you get out on the bike and you're riding and you're trying to switch back and forth with camera angles. However, I did learn how to stack, I don't know what you guys call them, timelines. I just call them video clips from one camera to another, because usually the way that I edit is I put the audio from my Sena on one top line, puppy dog, and then I'll put the video from the 360 on the top and then the audio down on the bottom, and turn off the video footage from the Sena clips they've recorded and turn off the audio on the 360 footage and sync the audio up. You know, just like everybody else does it, I'm sure. But I didn't know how to do that in DaVinci, and I think I may have it figured out, which if this video comes out, then you guys will know we got it figured out, right? And this road got tore up. They've been doing a lot of work on it, but it got tore up pretty bad during that flood back in June. That's the other thing. We had a flood come through that, ooh, man, it was a bad one. And I live on a hillside, and we still got affected, and there's a lot of places up high that got affected, which was surprising. Down low got it worse, don't get me wrong, but like places that you would not think would flood got large amounts of water and a lot of damage. But the valley is recovering. Maybe we'll be able to track that guy a minute. I don't know, like I was playing around in the garage, and you guys should have seen the video where I put the camera mount on for down there, and I got to looking. I did find the extension. Actually, I had said the piece that I mounted on, I wasn't sure if McStash sent that to me or if I had acquired that elsewhere. I had acquired that one elsewhere. The one that McStash sent me, I found it as well, because he did send me one. I remembered him sending me one. Well, McStash, we got it up and on there. It extends it out a little bit further, so maybe you guys can see over the top of the saddlebag. I don't know, like if we pan up this way, I don't know how it's going to look. We'll play with that in editing and see what's what. But I think it's going to be really, really neat and handy, instead of having camera lady hold the camera to try to get you guys footage of the swivel hitch and heim joint and what the camper is doing back there. I think that'll be a little bit better. Plus we'll be able to kind of like pan around and just more or less show you guys some different angles, especially with pulling the camper. And we'll also be able to give you the straightforward look, you know, off of the center, hopefully. I know a lot of people don't like the side of the helmet view, but, you know, working with what I got, folks, working with what I got. We got new phones, so I had to redo the drone app, and every time I go fly the drone, the battery is dead, which I think I figured that out why. I have a thing that will charge all 3 batteries, but it also acts as a battery pack when you have the batteries in there and they're charged. And goofball me thought that it was a wireless charger, and it's not. It's a battery pack. It'll charge stuff, so it was killing my batteries. So we got that figured out, and maybe next weekend when we go camping, we'll be able to throw that up in the air and maybe fly it around the campsite a little bit. We're going to do some Dutch oven cooking. We've switched some stuff up with the camper. We have, just to give you guys a heads up of some stuff to look forward to, we have for this trip eliminated our camp stove and our big camp kitchen foldable table that we took to VAM and to the September meetup that Mr. G did. So hopefully the Dutch oven and campfire will work. If not, we do have a single burner and some propane bottles. The single burner is primarily because we're cooking with cast iron and I need a way to boil water, so I have hot water to clean the cast iron when necessary. And also, if you're making something and you gotta boil some water, you can't boil water in cast iron. But I believe we're going to try to make some biscuits and gravy for breakfast. I think we're going to try to make some cinnamon rolls. Friday night, we're leaving early Friday and try to get down there and set up early. And then I think we're going to play around with cooking some stuff Friday. And maybe try to have everything cooked and just goof off with the Dutch oven and cooking stuff that Friday. And I think that'll be fun. I like cooking over the campfire and trying new things and recipes and stuff like that. So we're going to do that, and hopefully we'll be able to bring that footage to you guys. I know. So exciting, isn't it? But haven't really been out on the bike much. We were able to make it to VAM for one day. And that was a lot of fun. Slow down, guy. That was a lot of fun. We enjoyed ourselves there. As always, Mr. G puts on a really good time. I do want to try to make it down there for a whole week, but with switching jobs in November of last year, that just wasn't going to work out this year. I couldn't get the time off. No vacation time at that point, and just too much other stuff going on. But let's go this way and see how bad this road is. I don't see a closed sign, but we'll go check it out, see how bad this road is. I know the bridge was bad. I don't know if the bridge is still closed or not. We might end up coming back up this. I don't know. We shall see. But what do you guys think of that camera view? Because personally, I don't know that it is good at this point in time. But like I said earlier, with the camper back there, that's where that view's really going to shine. So, yeah. And I can't wait. I'm so excited. The wife is excited. I'm excited. What else? Oh, I was able to take my son to Blackwater Falls a few weeks ago. And didn't record anything. Just kind of spent some time with him. And then my daughter wants to go, but I just haven't gotten a weekend off, which I'm probably waiting. You guys have seen her on camera before. My little marshmallow. I'm thinking I'm going to wait until the leaves change colors, because she likes fall, and she doesn't like really hot weather, which right now it's not hot. The hot has like died off, and it's cold. We've actually started fires a couple of nights and turned the pellet stove on, because it's been down in the low 40s. But yeah, so we still got a lot of firewood to split and stack. Yeah, everything cut. Had 2 log truck loads delivered, so we got a lot to split and stack. I've already got roughly 10 cords done, and there's probably that much more. So if I end up with 20 cords of firewood, I ought to be good for, judging off of what we went through last year, which was 5 cords. If I end up with 20 cords, I ought to be good for 4 years. And I know they say you should always cut for the next season, but if I've got enough for 3 years, I'm taking a season off. That's just the way I'm doing it. I'm taking a season off. That is a lot of work when, you know, you're limited with what you have to work with, which we have a log splitter, but just from some of the other equipment that I've seen, our log splitter, the cycle time just sucks on it. I've seen some stuff that's a lot faster, but it's a bit on the pricey side, so might have to save up for some of that stuff. And that's the other thing, like I see these guys, they've got like the Easton made splitters and stuff like that, and they don't even use them. It's like, huh? They're out there splitting by hand with an axe, goofing off. Or using a different little baby splitter. And if I had one of them Easton made splitters, whew, boy. But those things are really expensive. Really expensive. They look like really good machines, but whew, I'd love to have one of their processors. Watched some videos on that too, and then looked them up online and showed the wife the price of them. She was like, oh, it'd probably be worth it, but then you gotta have something big enough with forks on it to lift the logs up on it. You gotta have the space for it, and to be honest with you, while we have 2 acres, we just don't have the space for it. Yeah, this road got washed out bad. That little creek. But yeah, I think this is the road that at the very end, the right side, yeah, the right side is completely gone. There was people without power for like a month. I know, maybe even a little bit longer than that. I know at the shop on across the street there at the body shop, because we have a body shop there too, and on the body shop side of things, we still don't have power in the shop over there. So, I mean, this was a rough one. They need to dig that creek out's what they need to do. Wow. Horrible, horrible, horrible. Anywho, that's what's been going on the Road Glide Andy channel. And I also want to say thank you to Road Reality, because he has said if I have any problems with DaVinci to give him a shout. And I will have to wait until I'm calm enough, because I think I would get frustrated and reach out to him and say, this shit's garbage. He'd be like, then don't use it. So, we'll see. That shop got flooded. I don't think he's opening back up. Church up the road here, they had to tear it down and washed it clear off the foundation. It's just been a mess. So, yeah, but we're getting back on track. Oh, and also, if you've watched the video all the way to the end, which is going to be right here, this is going to be the end of the video. I have to wait and see, but I intend to on the, let's see, the 19th we're camping, the 20th we come back on the 21st. So on the 21st, I intend to drop my lovely wife, Camera Lady, off at the house with the camper, throw the tent and bag that the tent is in on the back seat of the bike, and head down to Georgia to go see North by Southeast, because I wasn't able to see him. I saw his better half, but I wasn't able to see him at VAM, and I really want to see him. So I'm going to try to go down there, and then from there I'm going to try to shoot up to New Hampshire to see the Wandering Yankee. And that Georgia to the Wandering Yankee is 1,300 miles. So stay tuned to the channel, because we may have some mile-pounding footage coming to y'all. I hope I'm able to do it. I still have to wait and see what things are like before I can do it. I have to make sure that everything is taken care of at home first. So that's what I am trying to do. But we'll go ahead, we'll wrap this one up. If you like that video footage of the camera being mounted on the back of the bike and kind of low like that, let me know. If you don't like it, let me know. Yeah, just leave a comment in the comment section. And thanks for watching. Hit that like button, share this video, and subscribe to the channel. When you get back out there, ride fast, live slow. We will see you all on the next one.